Hi, Vicky.
Hey, Chris, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Good.
Yep. So how's it going?
Good. So, I was listening to a Jake Shimabukuro lesson
Yeah.
that he did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And he basically took that one piece and almost went through it measure by measure. Not
That-
exactly. Not exactly.
yeah, but
But
that's awesome.
yeah, it was 2 hours, but there was probably only an hour's worth of
Lesson.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, which is okay too.
It's on YouTube or
I'll send it to you.
okay.
And I can tell you, he had a piece too about the way he does his nails,
Oh,
just
right. Yeah, yeah.
FYI, and also how to use the chords in the song so you can pick the chords, which are a lot of the things that you have already taught us.
Right. That the melody is inside the chords.
Right,
Right.
right. And then how to make that change to make sure that the melody is in the chord.
Right.
It was good. But it's going to take a lot for it to sink in.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And I'm sure that if he did a composition of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it was pretty complex. He likes to add a lot of stuff
But he
to it.
only added about three things, three three different chords to it that
Oh,
really added some depth to it as well.
right.
So he was not uh, condescending to the people who, if you're just wanting to strum the chords, that's fine. But he gave you some additions or not exactly extensions, but a little in uh, just to get more color on it. Is what
Right. Oh, he's an excellent teacher. I watched his master class, and he's a
Oh,
really, really good teacher. Hi,
hi, Vic.
everybody.
Hi,
Are you
Hey, how
talking
are
about
you?
Jakes?
Yeah, Jake Shimabukuro. Yep.
We saw that.
yesterday.
You saw the
yeah.
master class?
Yes,
Yeah,
yesterday.
good. I put it up online for you guys, and it's really good. I mean, he goes over
It's
stuff really in
advanced
depth.
class, but it's good. Done something.
Yeah, it is.
Well, where
very
is
good.
it?
YouTube.
I'll put the link in.
Online.
Yeah.
I'll put the link right here too. Just give me 1 second. It's in my drive.
Easier for me if you put it in like the email. I don't know. I didn't try the chat.
I just sort of forget where I put it in the. Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is a link to the folder, and you go on the folder and you could watch the videos from there. Let me copy the link. Get link. Restricted, only added people. No, I'm gonna make it so that everybody can open it. Copy link. This ought to do it. Let's see. Where's the chat?
How we get that?
Here's the chat.
Oh,
Whoops, don't want that. I'll put
okay.
it in the chat, and to everyone, here you go. So if you copy and paste this into your, you just have to click on it. Just click on it, and it should take you to the Jake Shimabukuro masterclass. It's missing one thing. I think it's about, I forget which, but it's not super meaningful. It's missing one of the classes he offers, but it's not a really big deal. So there's hours of stuff up there. It goes totally from strumming techniques to chords to melodic variations, finding your sound. I mean, there's 20 lessons, and it's really good stuff. And again, it speaks specifically to ukulele. There's also a folder in there that says other, and inside that is a bunch of PDF documents that are actually the printouts of what he talked about in that lesson. So if you want to print it out and actually look at it and see the tab and see everything that he talked about in that lesson, every single one of the lessons comes with a corresponding PDF file that you can print out as well. And that's in a folder called Other right in there when you click on the link. Let me make sure that that link actually takes you where it's supposed to go. Yes, yes, it does.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh,
Where do you start?
At the very top, it should be in order. See how it says 194.01 right at the very beginning of the links. It should be in order from beginning to end. It looks like it is. 01, 02, 03.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. It should already be in number order, just because that's what Google Drive arranges it as. And everyone keep this on the hush hush, because those master classes aren't cheap. And I came upon this. It fell off the back of a virtual truck, if you know what I mean. So yeah. But it's good stuff, really good stuff related to the ukulele. And I've got a few more too, if anyone's ever interested. I've got Cooking with Gordon Ramsay and a few other ones. And that one's actually really cool. The only problem with the Cooking with Gordon Ramsay thing is he cooks stuff with like white truffles. And it's like, where the hell am I going to get white truffles? You know what I mean? And sea urchin, he puts sea urchin in his scrambled eggs. Like, what? Come on, man. Like... You know, make this a little bit more civilian, but whatever.
I
All
found
right.
something of interest that people may like.
What's
Have
that?
any of you heard of the Ukulele Orchestra of London?
Oh yeah,
Great Britain, Great Britain.
Great
Oh,
Britain.
Great Britain. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
they're wonderful.
Aren't they very cool? I found one that I think they're I don't know if it's their most recent one, but I came across them doing Satisfaction.
Oh yeah,
Whoa, it
They
was
have-
wonderful.
they have whole concerts
Yeah.
up online for them, and they're very, very, very cool. Very cool.
We
Yeah.
had tickets to see them in the spring in somewhere in Pennsylvania, but the concert got obviously
Yeah.
canceled. So
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
that
shame.
would have been cool.
it was really, I was very excited. I saw them perform at McCarter a couple of years ago. Friends, they had 3 kids and one of the kids didn't go. So I went along with them and they were just amazing. And everybody there were so many people in the audience that brought their ukuleles and they have a play along at the very end of their performance.
Oh, that's cool.
And it
Oh,
was
how
really
cool.
cool. Yeah.
That's pretty nifty. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Well, that kind of reminds me every time Gregory Hines used to perform, if you brought your tap shoes along, he'd invite anybody in the audience who had tap shoes to up at the end to put on their tap shoes and
Really?
do a tap dance with. Yeah. And we did what they call the shim sham shimmy, because that's something that everybody knows.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
so cool.
So I can say I've danced on stage. I danced on stage with Gregory Hines.
Gregory
Yeah.
Hines. Wow, that's very impressive.
Yeah. But I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, very cool. Yeah.
Very
But
impressive.
we're supposed to be in London in September on a wedding. And I'm basing our vacation around the performance schedule of the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain, because if they're back to performing, we're going to be there, you know?
Nice.
So,
Nice.
London isn't looking so good
Right now.
right about now.
no, September though. September
Right.
maybe?
Yeah. Well,
Hope
if Great Britain, if Great Britain has the same schedule as the U.S., they're claiming that we should all be vaccinated by summer. So
Well,
if they
here's
can get
hoping.
vaccinated, and
I certainly hope so.
I just
Oh,
wonder.
yes.
I just wonder if how it's gonna work. Like, if after a certain point of like a certain saturation of vaccinations, are they gonna start opening things up? Or are they gonna wait for like everybody basically to be vaccinated before they start opening up? Like,
well, I think they claim that herd immunity is reached when I've heard different numbers, but I've heard 70% have been
70%.
vaccinated.
Gotcha. Yeah, herd immunity is the point I think they look for, but
Yeah.
All right, let's get into class, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, I have a new camera angle.
Oh,
Ta-da.
Oh, cool.
Pretty cool,
Nice.
right?
high tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could show strumming. I could show, you know, what I'm picking. And yeah, all it really took, I'm just using my phone, and I got a gooseneck stand that attaches to my desk. And yeah, I'm just using that. So I've got technically I've got three angles now, but this one is kind of useless. That's the one on my laptop. But yeah, so we've got the main view here, and then, you know, when I'm playing stuff to demonstrate it, I can now switch to a new camera, which is pretty cool. I think that'll be helpful.
All you need is a director.
What's that?
All you need now is a director.
That's right. That's all. I'm gonna hire him next
Cool.
for sure. Him or her, we never know. But yeah, I'm gonna hire a director next. Director of photography for sure. Help me set up all my shots. All right, so you know the drill. Those of you who haven't been in this class before, it's a little bigger than the past couple, so that's good to see that people are coming. If you haven't been in this class before, essentially what we do is anybody can ask anything. I know that seems a little wide open, but that's the point of this class, right? So if you want to go over a song in detail, a picking pattern, if you want to talk about music theory, if you want to, anything at all that you want to do, I'm going to go into it in as much detail as possible, with the idea being that if you have a question, by the end of it, I want you to fully understand it, right? So, and that's the thing. So with that, I open the floor to you guys. What do you want to know?
I'm looking.
Take your time, take your time. And Vicky, I know you have questions about stuff, so don't just be super polite, because I know you do. Vicky's worried about monopolizing the group. I think that's the main thing.
Well, last time there was a Christmas song that we were going to do the intro to. It had, just looking for it.
Oh, it had a tablature at the beginning, right?
Yes.
Was that the chestnuts roasting on an open fire one?
33. I think it was it. Run, Rudolph, Run. Was
Yeah, I
one of
think
them?
so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's check that out then. Run, Run, Rudolph. Holiday number 33. Okay.
There was a second one. I'm just looking.
So first, first let's take a look, see
Yeah.
at the actual tab here. So sharing the screen, boom, and here, and share. Okay. So, let me get my, oh no, I could do it from here. So much technology.
So little time.
Exactly right. Oh, it's not working. Is it shift?
It was the count that was difficult when you try to do it.
Right. So 433 is fourth fret, third string, and third fret on both the. Oh, it starts on 3 2 2. Oh, okay. I think I get it now. Hold on a second. Then 5 3 4. Is that it? 1 2 1 2 3.
That's Chuck
Okay,
Berry.
I'm gonna listen to it really quick just to see if I could, and I'll probably cut this little tidbit out, but that's fine. Unfortunately, I can't check my phone because I'm using it as a camera. All right, here we go. Oh, wow, Chuck Berry's got a Home Alone video. Oh my God. All right. That's what I thought it was. So I think this thing might be a little off. Yeah, 5. Yeah. Five, 5, 3, 4, 0. So 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think what it actually is, it's a little bit different than that. I'm sitting here experimenting on it because I think that the tab isn't quite right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, right? So there's extra notes in there. So you could see it's 4, 3, 3. And then the 3, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's. And then what I think it is 5, 4, 0 on the 3rd string. So. And there's a little bit easier way to play it is don't worry about this 4 on the 3rd string right here that I'm circling with my mouse. Don't worry about that. What you're going to do is you're going to bar the 1st and 2nd string with your 1st finger on the 3rd fret. Okay. And then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just picking those 2 strings. Dun, 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 dun. Right, and then 5, 3. Yeah, 5, 3, 0. So 5th fret with your 3rd finger, you're gonna hit the 5th fret 3rd string. Then down with your index finger, the 3rd fret 3rd string, and then open. So it's like this. Then 6, 5. And then that last little chord is the 6, 5. So 6 on the 1st string, 5 on the 2nd string. 6th fret on the 1st string, 5th fret on the 2nd string. And the way you can sort of tell your way around is the dots on the side of the neck, right? I don't know if I've ever explained this before. Most ukuleles right on the side of their neck are going to have little white dots, right? That's sort of your road map. Most ukuleles have one on the 5th fret to start, but you might have one on your 3rd. But that's a good kind of marking point when you're playing up and down the neck. They're like, road signs for you to let you know where on the neck you are when you're playing below it, right? So again, the way I would play this is it only has that 6, 5 once, but I feel like it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It probably should. They're going to cut this out again, but I don't care. Let's see. Run. I just want to hear that last because I think he plays it more than one time.
Yeah, I had to add a dot to the banjolele. I couldn't, to make it easier to find the
Oh,
five.
really?
Yeah, they don't have any markings on the side, just a little dot.
Yeah, you could. That's perfectly all right. A lot of people do that. Oh, he does only hit that once. So it's like a. What you could do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's a little tricky, you know. The opening for this is a little tricky, but what you're gonna do is forget about that 4. That makes it a little bit easier, you know. That, but it only happens once. And then for the 5, 3, 4, 0, that's just 5, 3, open. 5, 3, open. So. Yeah, and so I don't know. The traditional blues opening would be like that, right? That would be more of a traditional blues opening. So he does a variation on that. So with this, you could either really listen to the beginning of that Chuck Berry song to play it perfect, or you know, you could just play it as cool as you want to. You know, like that's the thing about the blues, and you're supposed to make it your own, you know. And just having that sort of structure, so that 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 with the first and second string, 3rd fret, then 5, 3, open, 3, 5, 3. You can even do this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1. And that's the 6, 5. 6 on the first string, 5 on the second string. And you could just go to town on that. Like, that sounds pretty cool like that. And that's not exactly what Chuck Berry is playing, but what he's playing is a little bit tricky. He might have been, you know, a little bit into the whiskey by that point in the recording process, because I think that's not exactly what he meant to play. You could actually kind of hear him trip up on the note if you listen really close. I think he meant to play it in a different way, but he sort of like remembered that last chord at the last second and then went into the song, which happens in recordings, you know, especially back then. You know, recording time was expensive, and if you kind of, you know, you didn't have the luxury to go over and over and over the guitar parts like you do now. You know, if you kind of sort of nailed it and you were there in the ballpark, that's what we're keeping, you know. You heard mistakes a lot more often, and honestly, that sounded like he was going for like a traditional blues opening, but sort of screwed it up. Plus, it's not a throwaway song, but it's a novelty song. So to him, he wasn't really thinking it was going to be a massive hit anyway. You know, ended up being pretty big for him. But I
And
think
it wasn't his song either.
no, but you know, so I think he just sort of recorded it as a in between, like, don't forget Chuck Berry during the holidays kind of thing, you know. But yeah, so it was Jay Marks and M. Brody that wrote the song initially. You know, and in 1958, things were, I guess they were probably a little different than, you know, I don't know, because I know back when, I know the story of Robert Johnson, who's another blues player. He used to have to play only when white people weren't in the studio, so he would have to play either in between or really late at night, and sometimes they would come in and like kick him out of the booth because the white people are here to record. You know, I don't think that was a major Maybe it was still a thing in 1958, but I don't know. I'm trying to explain away possible reasons why he didn't like finish that, but I really think there was that he was trying for something else, you know. Anyway, long story short, play it this way. And if you want to see it again, check the recording, because I'll put the recording of this up on our YouTube channel, and I'll play it one more time here, really, really slow. Up, third fret. Right, and then you'll start with the F chord. And I think that sounds pretty cool. You know, that last 6/5 chord, you know, that really, it's kind of dissonant, but it still works, you know? It's like this weird 7/9 chord that's really super bluesy. It works good. Works well. There you go. Yeah, so did that help a little bit? All right, good. Glad that
Very much
we
so.
were able to somewhat clear that up a little bit.
I'll work on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, you know, just practice it. And if you want to do it exactly like Chuck Berry, listen to Chuck Berry's thing over and over and over again. But I really don't think that he played 5-3-4-0. I really think it was just 5-3-0. Unless, you know, unless it was like a hammer on like that. But it doesn't say that in the tab. You know, that sounds pretty cool too. And what I'm doing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, and then hammering onto the 4, and then open. So that might be the case. If it's that quick, it would work. But just if you're doing it just as, I don't think that works. It's like one note too many. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's that with the with Run Rudolph. He's a good guy, that Rudolph. I'll tell you. Chuck Berry, not such a great guy. But you know, it is what it is. All right, everybody, next question. Let's keep the train rolling down the tracks. What do you want to go over? Anything during the week that maybe we did in a song that you didn't quite get, or you would like to continue going over, or you know, anything else. Doesn't even have to be related to the ukulele, even a music question. I don't care, whatever. Anything at all. Wow, really? I've got more people.
Another one.
All right, Jane. If nobody else, yeah, that's fine.
So I like the picking during the song. Like, are there common picking themes, I guess, for like a 3/4 and a 4/4 that are good to try with all the songs? Like, is there standard?
Yes, yeah, there are picking patterns, right? Picking patterns, there's lots of them. I could go over a few, you know. Are you talking finger picking, like that kind of thing? Okay, so let's start with the most basic. Right, that's just forward and backward. And I'll look at this. We could get real fancy and change the camera angle. Boom. All right. So what's happening here is you've got the thumb, then the thumb again, finger, and then back with this finger. Let me see how I'm doing it. Yeah. So thumb, finger, thumb, right? And all you're doing is going forward and backward. And this is in 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So in general, with the ukulele, especially if you've got a low G, Your thumb handles the third and fourth string, right? Your thumb is going to be what plays those two strings. And usually your index finger and your middle finger play the second and first string, respectively. Right. So if you're doing like a finger picking pattern, now you could also just play it with, one finger. You could go for this particular picking pattern. That's okay. And this would work really well for a song like Holy Night, or any song that's in 3/4 time. This would work with.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yeah, the song Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. It would absolutely work for that. Yeah, D.
You ever do the string one twice?
No, you don't do string one twice. Again, guys, if you're practicing, could you just mute yourselves while you're practicing, if you don't mind? Thank you. So yeah, you don't hit string one twice. You come back down on the second string. So you only hit the first string once. Then you come down to the second, then the third, then the fourth again. And you don't hit the fourth string twice either. You keep going forward and backward. You're just hitting each string one time, right? So it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then, as you change chords. Yes, Vicky.
Can you also use thumb, index, tall finger, ring finger?
Yes.
Instead of
Yeah,
doing
you could
thumb,
absolutely do that. I just find that people might find that, maybe they don't find that more difficult, but yeah, you could assign one finger per string. And what I mean by that is your thumb just plays the fourth, your index plays the third, your middle finger plays the second, and your ring finger plays the first, right? So it'd be like, I find that tricky. You can do that. Although a lot of songs have what's called an alternating bass line once we get into slightly more advanced picking patterns, and you'd be better off using your thumb for the top two strings, because that's going to come into some other picking patterns too. When you've got like, see how my thumb is doing the bass, like, so that alternating thing, that's a thing in music called an alternating bass line. And so using your thumb to play those two bass notes, in this case being the third and fourth string, I think is a better idea to get used to that. If it's easier for you to play with four fingers, I mean, I guess go for it. But, I kind of think that forward and backward using your thumb would be the best thing to practice. So now let's look at, let me think of all right, here's a cool one that you can use for 4/4 time, right? Now this one, again, your thumb is going between these two fingers, but the pattern, these two strings rather, but the pattern is 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you play again, your thumb handles the third and fourth string, and you assign your index finger to the second string and your middle finger to the first string. So it's thumb, index, thumb, middle. Thumb, index, thumb, middle. And that's a pretty bouncy, folky kind of picking pattern. That's super, super well known and used in a lot of different songs. That's a banjo thing. And they get that up really, really fast, like really quick. They could do that. I can't get anywhere near as fast as those banjo pickers can play, but you don't really need it if you're playing in a 4/4 folk song. You know what I mean? Just like, and again, you could think of it two ways. One is that your thumb is playing this. And after every thumb hit, you're hitting one of the high strings. So it's thumb, right? Or you could think of it like 4, 2, 3, 1, right? 4, 2, 3, 1. With your knowing that your three fingers are assigned to your thumb to the two lowest notes and your first and second finger to the second and first string, again, respectively, right? We'll do one more in the 4/4 vein. And this one's got a little bit fancier approach to it. The first time you pinch the first and the fourth string together with your thumb and your middle finger. Like that. And then your thumb hits the third string. So pinch, thumb, then your index finger hits the second string. Then your thumb hits the fourth string again. And your middle finger hits the first string. So I'll do it really slow. Pinch, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, middle. So the first step is pinch, thumb, index. Pinch, and then your thumb hits the third string, and then your index finger hits the second. So pinch, boom, down, pinch. I'm playing a C, by the way, this whole time. I'm just holding down a C. It's better than if you try to play it open, it won't sound like anything musical, in my opinion. So again, pinch the two outer strings with your middle finger and your thumb. Then your thumb comes down to hit the third string, and your index finger hits the second string. That's part one. Then the second part is the same thing we learned before, remember? Thumb, index, thumb, middle. The first part. So that was fourth string, second string, third string, first string.
Would you say that again, please?
Sure. It was just like the first thing that we learned. Thumb plays the fourth string. Index finger plays the second string. Thumb comes down and plays the third string. Middle finger plays the first string. So thumb, index, thumb, middle. And the thumb goes from, always the thumb goes from the fourth to the third, back to the fourth again. So if I say the thumb twice in a row, it's not the same note. It goes from the fourth to the third. So thumb, index, thumb 3, middle.
Wait, I'm missing something. I only have 7 count. Pinch 3, 2.
Wait, I think I'm screwing something up. Ah, I think I screwed up the second half. Yeah, I did a little bit. Okay.
You're
So,
forgiven. It's okay, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
My God.
I feel bad now. Okay, the first part is still the same. Pinch, thumb, index, right? The first part is the same. The second part is thumb, middle, then thumb, index. So boom, bam, boom, bam. So it's
Can you say the
1,
string
2.
numbers again?
What's that?
Can you say the string numbers again?
Yeah, sure. It's 4, 1, 3, 2. Yeah. That's it. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So the first one is pinch the outer strings, thumb comes down on 2, and then index plays, thumb comes down to 3, and then index plays 2. So everyone's got the first part. Second part is thumb on 4, middle on 1, thumb on 3, index on 2. So it's 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, no, 2 and then 3. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 1, 2, 3, definitely. So pinch the outer strings, 3, 2, then 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2.
So is this for like a, so that's, I mean, what count is it for? I'm sorry, I'm confused.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4.
So it's for 3,
It's 7 picks, right? Is what you're saying? 1.
but some are faster. Okay, I got it.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So you hold that pinch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool one to practice because it's used. You could use that for almost any song in 4/4 that's sort of folky, right? That will work really well for lots of different songs. So to get it really up close here, I'll play it the C. Pinch, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. 4, 1, 3, 2. So pinch, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2. So it goes really super slowly like this. And you could actually slow down YouTube when it's up on YouTube to like, if that was a little too fast for you even, you know, you can, there's like a little gear, I think, at the bottom of, let's see, at the bottom of a YouTube video. No, it's not a gear. Oh yeah, it is a gear. You click on the gear and it'll show playback speed. And you could do it by you can increase it, or if you go up, it'll decrease it 0.75, 0.5, 0.25. So you can go, 3/4 speed, half speed, or quarter speed. So it can slow it way down just in case. But, so that's 2 picking patterns, 3 picking patterns. One incredibly easy, one a little bit harder, and the last one I would consider intermediate. I mean, it's not, you can get it. It's not super advanced. Like, you can get it with practice, and that's a cool one to keep under your belt, and what we can do is I can look at some other, once you guys are feeling pretty comfortable with that, over the next few Mondays, we can go into some more picking patterns. And it's really, it's all about your imagination too. You know what I mean? You can come up with a picking pattern if you want to, something that you think sounds cool, but these are ones that are tried and true. And I'm sort of translating them over from guitar. But in guitar, you really only use, when you're finger picking, generally, I'm really only picking 2 or 3 strings at when I'm finger picking guitar, unless I were to do like a 4-string, like fan or something, but that's rare. I've really only got 4 fingers when I'm playing a stringed instrument. I don't use my pinky very often at all. So, guitar can translate very easily over to ukulele. It's just a little more compact, I hope those were cool. And again, once it goes up on YouTube, feel free to look over these. And if I missed anything or I know there's going to be a couple little confusing parts in there, but go to the end, go to the end, because that's where I got it right.
No, I think you did. I got it all written down, so I'm going to practice those.
Excellent. Yeah. It gives you something to do too, and then once you get that down, then the next step is to find a simple chorded song, right? Like You Are My Sunshine or something like that, and practice doing the picking pattern while you're switching chords, right? Because that's the next thing you need to add to the mix, is switching chords at the same time as you're doing the finger picking pattern. So you want to practice the finger picking pattern enough that it gets kind of automatic, and then you could start to switch chords with it. You can even, while you're practicing, switch chords. So something like that was just C, G, F, C, using that intermediate, the last picking pattern we went over with the pinch, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb, index. G, F, C. And I just really randomly picked chords there, and it sounded good. And that's what's cool, is when you're doing a picking pattern and you sort of pick some random chords and smash them together, and there you go. You got a song, so yeah, the picking patterns are really cool. They really open you up to some new sounds that you can get out of your ukulele, and that aren't just strumming. Ukulele is known as a very percussive instrument, but I think it could be very melodic too. And some of the great ukulele players, like Jake Shimabukuro and all those kind of guys, they play it very melodically. It could also be very percussive and very strummed and all that kind of stuff as well. So you could use it in both ways, and you could even use it in both ways in one song. You could finger pick a verse and then like slam away on the strumming during a chorus, to sort of give it a little bit of a lift. There's all kinds of ways that you can sort of play around with that. All right. Who's next? Vicky, you're holding something up. Is that a question? Oh, Here Comes the Sun. Do you want to go over that picking? Yes? Okay.
To be able to play it, so to go very slowly, if this is 174, in our
Sure,
book
sure.
and to be able to add it while we play.
Sure, I could do that. Definitely. Let me just shrink down this. Oh, there we go. Okay. Little darling. It has been a long, cold, lonely winter. Let's see here. What was the number again?
174.
You got it. 174. Here we go. Here comes the sun. Okay.
And that was one where you just hold a G chord and play the notes and just lift a finger every now and then.
Yes. Yeah. Kind of. All right. Let's take a look at it. Okay. So I'll zoom in really close on the on this here. Oh, I gotta click on the screen. I'm still learning computers, you know. There we go. Yeah, okay. So the first part, basically through this, almost through the C, you can hold down a G chord. What you're doing is 2, 3. So that's 1, 2 on the strings while you're holding a G. 1, 2. Then you pick up your finger that's on the first string and you hit that open. Then you put it back down again, and for that 2. So it's so 10, 2, da, da, 3, 2, 0, 3. Yeah. So with the G, let me see if I can. I'll just show a close up of my fingers instead of the tab for a moment, because this might make it a little easier. Stop sharing. Switch it over to this. Okay. So I'm holding down this G. And most of the notes from the beginning part of this are in the G, right? So while you're holding down the G, you're going to pick the, because it's 2, 3, right? On the A and the E string, the 1 and the 2 string. So you go 1, 2, then you pick up your middle finger, which is on the first string, and that's the O, the open on the first string. Then you put your finger down again for that 2. And the whole time I'm holding this G chord. So, right? Little darling. And the darling part is finger up and then finger down. So little is just the picking part of 1, 2. Then darling, you pick your finger up and put it down. Little darling, right? Little darling. Then right after that, you pick the second string again. So it goes little darling, right? So the picking looks like this. So little darling, and then you pick the second string after that. Right? Little darling, bong. Now that last part, it's been a. It's been a. Now that you pick the first string, then the first string again, but you lift up that finger again. So it's been, and then you hit the second string. It's been
Chris, can you put the music back up? Because I can't remember it.
what the
So we can see it.
Yeah,
Yes, because we
yeah.
can't. I can't follow along if I can't see what note I'm playing.
Sure.
Thanks.
Okay. So this is what I mean by all the notes being in that G, right? They're basically you're gonna get the open 2 and 3 on the second fret just by playing a G and occasionally lifting up that middle finger on the first fret, right? So that's right up until you get to the C, and then we're gonna pick those differently. But so again, 2, Little Darling is the first string, second string, open first string, and then put your finger down again. So Darling is finger up for D for the dar, and the ling part, you put the finger down. Darling, so little darling. Then you add that little 3, which is the 3rd fret, second string. But all you have to do when you're holding your G is play that second string. So then it's first string, pick up your finger, first string, then hit that 3 again on the second string. And that's it's been a. It's been a. So first string, pick it up, first string, then second string. And notice how I'm not really moving my fingers at all, except that one finger that's on the first string. It's been a. So again, the picking is 1, 1, 2. And you can see it over here. 2, 0, and then the 3 on the second. So it's 1, 1, 2, right? 2, 0, 3. Now we go to and this is all just regular picking, right? From the C, it's an open second string. Then you play the third fret second string. Open first string. 3rd fret second string. Open 2nd fret. Open 2nd fret. 3rd fret. And then open again on the first string. So that sounds like this. So, and I'll show my picking hand. So you hit, and that's really the beginning part, because it does the same thing again right here. It's essentially the same picking pattern. Yeah. Except it's a little bit different at the end here, because it goes bum, bum, bum. It's the same thing. It seems like, then it's years since it's been clear. So the years is the this 0 right here is when you sing years. So that's open on the second string. Years, then second fret, first string, open first string, then 3-2 on the second string. So that sounds like years since it's been clear, right? And remember this little G section, I kind of skipped over it, but it's actually exactly the same as the very first G section right up to the C, right? Same thing. Little darling, it's been that part is the same here because it goes, little darling, it seems like, same melody, same notes, same everything, right? So it's just this little C to D7 section right in here that's a little bit different from here to here, right? You got to learn both of those melodies. So what I suggest partly is playing those notes basically. The only notes in this melody are the open second string, second fret second string, third fret second string, open first string, and second fret first string. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just those notes. Just those notes make up the whole melody. So if you can learn those notes and learn what they sound like, you could start to piece together the melody yourself, right? And the reason I say hold down a G, now you're never really using the third string in this opening. It's just an easy reference point. Technically speaking, you could just play this with your first and second fingers, like the bottom half of a G, but just play a G chord. You know, it doesn't hurt to hold that G chord. And anyway, the first chord that you start on is a G, right? So it's not like it's not in the song. But all these notes that make up and are around the G chord are what the main melody is made out of, right? Is how they created the main melody out of those notes. Right? Then the song starts right afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to end the class right now. I apologize, but band rehearsal with Sal's band. So you know, I gotta sit in the booth and record everything so they can complain about how bad they sound.
Thank you very much, Chris.
No problem.
you.
I hope that helped you guys. I hope that helped. Vicky, was that okay what we went over? All right.
Yes.
Good. All right. So you know, and during the week, feel free to come up with lesson like questions and you know, anything that you want to go over for Monday. Save it up, you know, have a little notebook by you, even when we're in our regular play-alongs, because you never know when you might come across something that you want to go over on a Monday's class. And I absolutely have no problem, obviously, going into anything in detail. This class is here for you guys so we can get a little bit more into what we're doing, you know?
Beto,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll take
Thank you.
All right, everybody. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
Chris.
No
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
problem.
Chris.
Have a great day, everyone. Oh, great night at this point.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow morning, hopefully.
Chew, man.
Later, guys. Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Bye, Yaya and David.